Hi, Rob here from RJCElectrics, and today I'm going to show you how to wire a piece of flex into a standard 3-pin plug.
So here we have a standard 3-pin plug, and here we have a piece of flex which I'm going to show you how to terminate within the plug. With any new plug, when you first purchase it, it will have a piece of card on like this, which actually shows you on here the terminals, the neutral, the earth and the live, and it also tells you the appropriate lengths in which to cut the cable and the amount of insulation that you need to strip off the ends so that it can be correctly terminated within the plug. Now I've already done that just for the sake of this video. So first things first, we open up the plug. And then you'll want to release the 2 screws here, which is basically retaining this strap in place. Now you need to loosen those off just so that you can get your strap in and across the actual cable itself. Once you've got the cable in, just the appropriate amount, just a couple of mil past the strap, just hold it tight in position with your thumb, turn it over and do the 2 retaining screws up just so it pinches on the cable like so, and as you can see by tugging it, it's holding it nice and firmly in place. Always try it when you're doing it to get the correct cables in the correct position. As you see there, the neutral, which will go in that pin, the earth, which goes in that pin, and the live, which goes in this pin. If you get them twisted round, sometimes it can be a little bit awkward, so I normally try and get them so that they're on the correct side. Just makes for easier installation. And the first cable I'm going to terminate will be the earth, which is the yellow and green one. Now I find sometimes it's easier if you actually push the pin up from below so it comes out, and then you can actually twist the cable so that the copper, which has been showing after trimming back the insulation, can actually go inside the actual pin itself. Push it down in position and then tighten it up. Just tuck it down, make sure it's just nicely neat. You shouldn't have any copper really showing next to the pin. It's just good practice just to make sure that its insulation butts right up against the pin. Next I will do the neutral, which will be the blue conductor. Again, finger below, just push the pin up. You'll be able to twist the conductor inside. Again, push it down. Screw the screw up. Don't over tighten it because you don't want to screw it in so much that you actually break the conductor. And just push that down. It's a bit fiddly because it is confined space past that central plastic column where the main screw goes. And that's 2 in place, and then you're left with the live conductor. Again, if you push the pin up, you'll find that the actual carrier, which is on the opposite end of the pin, is basically being held there because you've got the main fuse going across between the 2. But like with the other 2, if you push it up, you should be able to get the conductor terminated through the hole. In fact, if I'm going to take the actual fuse out, just terminate that conductor nice and tightly. I'm actually going to push that. Let me just undo that a little bit more. It's a bit fiddly. Make sure that's properly terminated on there. Do the screw up. so that you don't over tighten it. Push that back down inside there, put the pin in with the fuse, snap it in place. Now there you can see all three conductors have been terminated nice and neatly inside. One thing I'd like to say is on the fuse itself, this is actually a, take it out just to show you, this is a 13 amp fuse, clearly states on the fuse itself 13 amp. This is going to be appropriate for the appliance it's actually connected to. If you are putting a plug on any type of appliance, whether it be a dishwasher, a hairdryer, a soldering iron, anything like that, make sure you have the appropriate fuse for the actual appliance you're using. It will actually say in the instructions of the appliance, and you need to make sure that the correct fuse is inserted in before you actually go ahead and plug it in. Once you've got all of those terminations in place, put your cover back on your plug, turn it back over, do your central screw back up. Again, don't over tighten it, just give your two clip screws a little bit more of a bite, just to make sure it's all held in place. There you go, that's one 3-pin plug terminated appropriately onto a piece of flex. Thank you very much.